Hello and welcome to the Crafting Coop. I'm Risa, this is Carrie, and we're here to craft bzz, a bee with you. A bee with you.
Me with you.
Bee with you. I'm gonna go ahead and send this out real quick before people come before I have to start talking. So
Okay, yeah, I'll send us to our groups real quick. No, not Sacred Treasure House. Where did my groups go? That's weird.
well, do you need me to? I'm in there.
I'm gonna have to search each one. They didn't come up.
Well, I got it. I'm right there, so I'll just do
Okay.
it.
I don't know why.
But
Maybe because
hold
I'm in
on.
here as a crafting coop, maybe. That's why. I don't know.
What is that noise?
What noise?
I heard another person speaking.
Not on my end. Hi Donna. Hi Belinda. Hi Stacy. Hi
Um,
Carla.
so hold on one second.
Maybe it's God talking to you, Risa.
No, it sounded like a female.
Oh, huh. Weird.
Give me just a second.
Hey
Um,
Jennifer. Been busy playing with your paper, Belinda? Yeah, I just made another cover myself.
I'm almost there. Hold on.
Hello, everybody.
Hold 1 second.
Hope you guys are all having an amazing Sunday.
And
Weather is good for you. Beautiful here today.
okay, let me send out the link real quick.
My husband is out playing golf.
Yours is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's weird.
He used to play golf all the time.
He used to, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, they were going to go hit balls, but then they decided to go ahead and play around. So I'm
oh,
like,
cool.
he's like, I hope you're not mad. And I'm like, why would I be mad? Please go play golf.
Hold on. I can't find. There it is. I
Oh,
think that's it.
it was
Yeah. Okay.
horrible yesterday, Belinda. Why was it horrible? Raining and cool, but still beautiful. Good job. Good.
Okay. Let me go back to my.
Hi,
Oh,
Kelsey.
I gotta find. Okay. So, welcome everyone. Donna, are you still here?
She was just a second ago, so.
I just want to see if she's still here. Tell me if you're still here, Donna.
Uh-oh. You're
Is she
breaking up a little
gone?
bit.
Is she here? I am?
Yeah, a little bit. It poured most of the day and the wind was bad. Oh, wow. Hey, Ralph.
Hey, Ralph.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you froze for a minute. Hey, Lisa Mary. Hi, Christina.
Oh, Donna. Ooh, sorry. Donna is here. So Donna, I don't know if you've heard, but I want our community because she did announce it, but um Anna Answorth's husband died this morning. Please, please lift her up in prayer. I just literally got off the phone with her a little bit ago. Anna and I have been very close for the last 2 years. We haven't talked in the last couple months because I got sick and then I was doing things and then she was going through some things. But um, she just needs some peace, obviously. So just keep Anna, that's JNA Woodcrafts and Decor, in your prayers. That's all I'm asking. And I'm
Yes.
not going to go into any details or anything like that, but just you saw her announcement. Okay. Just keep her in your prayers and yeah, be praying for her. So
Most definitely.
I almost couldn't bring myself together to do the live. You can ask Carrie and my daughter. When my daughter came down, I was just really upset and crying a lot. And so
Hi,
I'm just
Amy.
try to
Hey,
try to get
Ramona.
through this because
Hi, Kat.
yeah, I know it is very shocking. I just I love Anna to death, like a sister. And her and I became very close a little over 2 years ago, and right after her mom died. So it's been about 2 years exactly. And I just love her, and I just want prayers to go up for her and her family. And yeah,
Yes, yeah.
just go from there. Sorry.
So if we're not all chipper and kind of quiet today, that is why. I mean, like we literally, um, I, I saw the announcement like what 15 after 2,
Yep. And I
and
talked to her
immediately
until,
called Risa, and
yep,
Risa reached out to her. So
yep.
it's like heavy on our hearts right now for her.
Hmm.
So
Very, because after I got off the phone with her, I called Carrie for like 5 minutes, and then I called my daughter, and it was like, what, 2:47 to come downstairs so I could talk to her. And then I literally was trying to put on makeup as I was crying. And she's, so just want everybody to know, just to please pray for her. It is announced on her page. Just keep her and her mother-in-law, um, and
her daughter.
her daughter, her children,
Oh, yeah.
everyone. Just
Mhm.
keep them all. And he didn't have any children, but they didn't have any children, together.
Together, but
But her daughter is there with her, and so just keep them in your prayers, please.
mhm.
I gotta stop talking about her. I'm gonna cry. So let's just keep going. Anyway, all right, let's get our thing together
Just the
here.
Anna you just talked to Ralph about. He wants to know.
Yes, yes.
Okay, switch over, please. Thank you.
And I need to call you afterwards, Ralph, because I have a question. So I'm gonna call you as soon as I'm done. I
Okay.
remembered something I needed to ask you
Ooh,
as I
yes.
was talking to Jessica. Um,
Donna says he did have some kids.
he what?
Donna said he did have kids.
Oh, he did have kids? Oh, well, they didn't have kids together, I guess is what I was getting at. I don't know if he had, like, I didn't know if he had like kids from, a different marriage or something. I just know they don't have kids together.
Okay, why is. Oh, that's the
So,
wrong direction.
but let's move on. Let's don't talk about it. I did not realize that he had kids.
Okay, come
Um,
on. Trying to get myself straight. There,
so yeah, I need to straighten myself up too, just a little.
best it's gonna go. Okay, where's my board?
Um, yeah, I didn't know that. Do you know how many, Donna? Like, and if he, like sees them and talks to them and all that?
His son just graduated and left the house this past
Oh,
year.
that's right. I knew that. Never mind. You are exactly right. I forgot about that. Is that the only child he had? You are so right. I totally forgot about that. Because I remembered her daughter moved in recently, and so I totally forgot. I am so sorry. You are right. So right. Yes, because he was Donna and I met through Anna. Anna think okay. Yeah, I think she did have a daughter too. That's right. And she lives in Oklahoma on the property with the grandmother. You're right. You are so right. They're both adults. Yes.
Hi, Sharon.
Yep, yep, yep. You're right. I couldn't remember if he had them, but I knew they didn't have kids together. So, but yes. So I
Hi,
met
Julie.
Donna through Anna and her private group. Um, and so I don't want this live to be about all this, but I'm very grateful that I met Donna, because I've had the opportunity to I feel like kind of walk in prayer alongside her with her medical issues, and I'm just, I always feel like that when you meet someone, you meet them for a reason, and that God puts someone in your path for a reason. And Donna told me about her illness, and immediately Carrie and I, every time we pray on Sunday nights, we pray for her every single time without thought. So, um, and so yeah, so, but um, I just please be praying for her.
Yes, Kat,
Please
she's
be.
going to Disneyland. Uh, what day? The 17th.
No, she does not live in California. She live. Oh, I do. You talking about me?
Yeah.
Risa, when you coming to Disneyland, and how long are you going to be in? Who's Oh, Kat. Yes, Kat knows. I'm coming in. We need to get together, Kat. Why don't you call me one day this week? I leave the 20th of May and I'm there until the 27th. So that weekend we could, get together. Um,
I mean, I'm stopping peanut.
because the 26th is my last day to teach in the bookshop and work, no, book workshop. And then we could meet that right after that if you want, because I have to do it at 7 a.m. So whenever you want to, we can meet up that Saturday, because we don't go into the park that day. Or if it's easier for you on Sunday, that's cool too. Doesn't matter to me.
I
Doesn't
wish
matter
I
to
was
me.
going. I wish I was going.
um and then I need to get with Ramona too, because she was like, let's get together and figure out. um
Paint all over me.
so yeah, so
Did you make your book yet, Ralph? Get your cover done, Ralph?
what are you going to do? Just torment him all the time about it?
Uh
She's
huh.
going to torment him
Yeah,
about that book.
I am. I want to see that book cover.
So in the book workshop, right now we are learning how to do a book cover. And last yesterday, I should say, last Saturday, yesterday, um,
Man.
um, we did this, a book. We're doing the beginnings of a junk journal, a hardbound junk journal. I wound up doing two of them. This one is 110 pound, and this one is 65 pound. And because I really wanted to see if there was any difference, and there wasn't for me. So, but I do think sometimes that it's a it's a learning thing on how to learn to how much to stretch it and pull it and bend it and all that, and just different things about it. So I do think it's a learned process. You just can't make one book and expect it to be perfect, because I threw a lot of books in the trash. Trust me. Trust me. I threw a lot of book covers in the trash. So it's a it's definitely a learned thing. And I would wrap it too tight and it would split, or I would bend it too tight, or I wouldn't have the things far enough apart because I was just learning on my own. Um, I'm the type person that you didn't fix your thing. I can still hear your thing. Was it on there right the other night after you checked it the second time, Carrie?
Yeah, and
Huh?
when we were talking earlier, Ty was barking, and you didn't say you heard her barking.
No, but I can hear your dryer. Like I
Oh,
never
weird.
can hear it. I can hear your dryer though.
I don't know.
That is weird. Anyway, hey Sybil, your book will be perfect because Jesus will help you. Amen, brother. Preach it. Yeah, I was a little bit late because I just found out that my friend Anna's husband had died this morning.
Well, people might know her because the Laughing in Lizzie's or Aaron's group, Laughing and Crafting.
I don't know. Sybil, do you know J&A Woodcrafts and Decor?
Anna Banana.
Anna Banana?
Hi, Barb Lucas.
Hey, Barb Lucas. It does. Me too, Barb. Look, I mean, obviously, I'm very close with Anna. You know, we could go a couple of months and not talk and just pick right back up. I mean, it's just the way it is. Well, her husband died. Yeah. Yeah. So I just got off the phone with her before I went live. And yeah, it's very sad. Sybil, please keep her in your prayers. I mentioned it at the beginning because I want everyone to pray for her. Um, yeah. And she needs to, you know,
Hey, Debbie.
she needs some peace, needs some peace in her life. Hey, Debbie. So it's pretty sad, but she needs peace. Yeah, 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 I talked to her.
I'm gonna put the edges of this real quick.
Yeah, I am too. Yes, very sad about Anna. Yes. We just mentioned it at the beginning, not that we'll talk about, we don't need to all talk about it, but because it's sad. But we did I mentioned it in the beginning. I just gotten off the phone with her and she needs a lot of prayer. She needs prayer. Prayer, prayer, prayer. That is what that girl needs.
Yes.
She needs prayer. So if you can all just please pray for her. Please, please, please. And the mother-in-law and the children. Um, yeah. Yes, they are. Yeah, they are. They are with her. Yes. Oh, there's Bonnie. Yeah, I met Bonnie through there too, through Anna too. Um, yeah, just pray for her. He was so young and full and so talented. He was, man. He could cut you some wood like no tomorrow, huh? He was so good with that wood. And he was just a great guy. I just adored him. But We don't need the live to be about it. We can just remember her in prayer and
Hi, Christina.
um, you know, need to go back and see what Christina said. She said something about, I don't know if she was talking about her book or what. I need to look and see what she said. Yeah, your dryer is so loud now.
I don't know how to fix it now on the
That's
live.
so funny because I'm so used to it for like a couple of
I
years now, not hearing it. And now I'm like, turn that thing off, Carrie. No, I'm
yeah,
kidding.
I don't know why.
It's so loud.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's crazy, huh?
Maybe before we go live next time to
Yeah, check it. We
check
need to
my.
check it. Hmm.
But like I said, Chai was barking when you and I were on the phone earlier.
Yeah, I didn't hear her. I didn't hear her
Mhm.
at all.
I don't.
Yes, definitely prayers. And if whoever needs prayers, please let us know because it is Sunday and we will be praying tonight. So if you need prayers, Carrie will write down the prayers, whatever it is you need. Um, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. It's very sad, but
Hey, Wendy. Yesterday, she was Christina Porter was going to go to the hospital for her lower back, but it started to get better. Oh,
oh,
good.
good, good.
Life
Life
is.
is very precious. Yes, it is.
Yep.
And for some reason, and you know, we don't know. It's the one thing through my Bible college classes that I never did learn why, when God started the earth, everyone lived to be 900,000 years old, and why we don't now. I'm sure it has a lot to do with how we live now and all of that, but life is definitely very precious, and we need to be right with Jesus um, at all times. And you know, we just have to pray when things like this happen. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yep.
Another month.
Yep. I had gotten to know him through Anna and I's long hours of phone calls and stuff.
Mercy.
Um,
Facility.
um, when he would chime in and talk to us and stuff. But prayers for her daughter Elizabeth still.
Got it.
Okay. I'm sure thankful we live to be 900. Well, supposedly 900 then is like 100 now. Now, maybe it's time. Maybe, like we all say so many times that did Ramona say she needs prayer?
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
yes,
it. I
her son,
got it.
yes. Maybe it's the way time is, because I know there are verses in the Bible that talk about the time that we have now is like a little different than time back then. We don't truly know what the time frame is. You know what I'm saying? Um, so that'll be something very interesting to learn when we're standing face to face with Jesus and we're crying our heart out because we just love him so much. And then we get our breath and be like, how's the time work, Lord? But yeah.
And yes, your
So
dryer is as loud as mine.
yeah, oh, I know. Oh, you could hear mine too?
No, Ralph's. He wanted to know if
Oh,
his
Ralph's.
dryer was as loud as mine. I said yes.
Um, I thought you meant mine was, and I was like, oh, I didn't know it was.
I don't know.
Anyway, so I just want to tell you, anybody wants to join Sacred Treasure House's work bookshop. This is what we did this past weekend, yesterday morning, I should say, yesterday morning, and we are cooking it. We are getting it done. And yeah, so if you want to join so that you can learn how to do books and all the stuff that I've been doing for years and all my secrets and stuff, you are still welcome to join because the replays will be there for 6 months, at least 6 months.
Carrie's got her two done too.
Yep, Carrie's got two done too, and we're going to be putting those pages in there in a very unique way. When you do junk journaling, a lot of the times, most of the time, you sew your pages in. Um, but we're going to be doing a really cool way to where now I want to know how we're going to decorate it, fabric or paper. Yes, of course. Well, we are going to decorate it with fabric and paper, believe it or not. We're going to use both.
You're just
And
gonna have to wait.
yep. And we are not doing the sewing method. So the method that we are doing is where you can add more pages, take pages out, all that kind of stuff. You can mix and match and move it around. Bye, Debbie. Mix and match and move it around, and it is not at all sewing. Now, I am going to, we already touched that basis in the pop-ups that I did on how to sew in one, where you go, through the middle, through the top, down through the bottom, back through the middle, and then tie it in a special knot. So, but we will also hopefully be able to do that too. Next week, I'm going to try to do another pop-up to show the sewing method again, just to show the sewing method. But this method is so cool because it is a hardbound book and you don't sew it, and the pages can come in and out and back and forth. So, hey, Amy, I didn't say hello to anyone, and I'm so very sorry. I told Carrie I wasn't even sure we should go live because I just was so upset. But yeah. But I did feel a little better after talking to her, and she knows now that I'm praying for her. So just please keep Anna in your prayers. Yeah. Sad, sad, sad. That's all I can say. Sad. All right. Here is our printable today. Don't you guys love how I sneak in that little color right there so that we can use blue somehow in our printable a lot? Uh-huh. 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 I love that color. It is so pretty. And did you have to paint it twice,
No,
Carrie?
no.
Oh, well, you're drying again. I thought I should know.
I'm joining my Mod Podge.
Oh, your Mod Podge. Oh, you're stuck. Oh, let me go back out and come back in. You're stuck. Got it. I'm like, what is she doing? It looks like you're drawing that little board. Oh, you were. You put your
I
Mod Podge on
was.
the board.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Um, if that's the case, then I feel like I need to rip this a little more so that I can see it around the board because it's a little long. So let me do that just real quick. I don't even know if I can get it done. I don't know if it's too thin. Um,
Ooh.
Also, I might add that I print printables on this premium copy paper from Walmart, it's not that much more. And it definitely is stronger. So when you go to rip it, even if you rip it small, you are able to, rip it even if it's just a little bit, in other words. So because it's so strong to hold on to is what I'm getting at. So,
May is
um,
National Mod Podge Month. Huh.
wow, it's interesting.
Lisa Mary sent
Oh,
you a
I heard that. I heard that.
Lisa Mary sent you a PM recently. Did you hear me? Gosh.
Yes, you're gonna have to just tell her to simmer down a little, maybe. I don't know. It's somebody that's walking by, I'm sure. Once they leave, she'll stop. I was waiting to say something when she, because I didn't want to have to say it a couple times. I think I'm gonna like just rip this little corners. Are they gone? Oh, she went to check. I mean, I'm sure it's just somebody walking by. That's what she gets all in a tizzy about, trying to protect her property.
Well, her
She's
daddy's
trying.
gone and he's in a different car, so she's barking at that.
Oh, that's what it is.
I
Gotcha.
closed my door. Hopefully that helps a little bit.
Well, she is loud. I forget until I'm like,
Yeah, we gotta
because
figure
I
out
don't
why
hear.
this. Gotta figure out why it's not on the video, not canceling the background.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, mercy.
Sorry.
She is determined. But you don't want your dog. You always want your dog to tell you if somebody's, there. You don't ever want to like hush them too much, because
Hold
then
on.
they won't tell you when there's someone there.
Chai, come on. Chai, come here. Come here, Chai. Come in the crafting with me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
It's the only bad thing about telling them to hush, because when you need them to bark, you want them to.
Chai, come here. Chai. Chai, come here.
Yeah, Jed, he barks maybe once a day, if that.
Chai.
Sometimes not at all.
Okay. We got her got her settled. Goodness. Your
Okay.
dogs are barking at my dog. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, I mean, I was telling them you don't, it's hard to tell them to be quiet. And then they get to that point of being quiet all the time. And then what if they don't bark when you need them to? So,
Yeah.
it's kind of a win give thing. It's not, gotta be careful about that.
Well, it's just stupid. She's barking at her own owner.
Yeah, but she doesn't know what
Kurt was
he's
out
in the
there.
car. Yeah, but she was probably saying, come in, come on in. Why are you out there? Come in.
Stupid.
Why are you staying out there? Just come in. That's what she was probably doing. Just like, come in, come in.
I'm sure now you want to sit in here and be quiet. Sure.
Now you're probably like, go away. I'm mad at you.
Yeah, now she wouldn't come in the craft room, and now she's in the craft room sitting here.
And you're like, you need to go on. You need to stop bothering me, girl. You're probably thinking, talk when you want to, hush when you want to.
He committed
That's the way Monkey is. Same way. He gets up every morning because he's in the living room and he can barely hear Wyatt and Glenn upstairs. And when he does that, he's like, he just he doesn't understand that it's them, so he just sits and barks, and I'm like, shut up, darn dog,
I
shut
know. It's like,
up. And
why
then
are you?
he just hushes for a few minutes and he does it again, and I'm like, no, I mean hush, and hush now, like hush it up. You just get tired of it. But Jed is not a barker. He only barks when he really sees something, like the UPS man or somebody pulls up in our driveway. So I know when he barks, there's something going on. But that's the only time he barks. And that's mainly because that's the way Jessica trained him. She trained him to. I remember her training him when he was a puppy, and she would, like have someone knock on the door or ring the doorbell, to get him to bark. And then other times she would tell him no. And for a little bit there, he was a little confused.
Really? You and I are getting
But
on my worst nerve, dog. Stop. Don't make her bark anymore. God. Oh, Lord. Don't.
is he making her bark?
Yes, he just did.
Oh, golly.
No, we don't need any more time barking.
My goodness, we're trying to hush her.
I know, right?
Golly. That's a man for you.
I was
How's that?
I was getting fruit at the grocery store after church today, and this little
Mm-hmm.
old man, we almost collided with our carts, and I was picking out grapes, and he stopped, and he's like, "My wife sent me here, and she told me to pick fruit," and he's like, "So what does that mean? What fruit am I supposed to get?"
Oh,
And
no.
I'm like, I guess whatever fruit that you want. And then he looks at me and I'm like, yeah, and probably whatever fruit you pick out is going to be the wrong one, huh? And he's like, he's
Yep.
like, yep, probably. And I'm like, that's women for you, huh? It was so
But you know
funny.
what? Let's say it like it is. Hey, Holly, that might be the way women are, but she probably told him what fruit to pick, and he wasn't listening.
He had a list.
Oh, and it's probably on the list. There
No,
you
it just
go.
said, he said it just said fruit. Pick
Oh, well,
fruit.
she probably told him. She probably told him, and he probably wasn't listening.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that
you're probably right. Yep.
he
That
probably
was
was
just so,
not listening,
that was cute.
because I know that goes on in this house. That's for darn sure.
It was just cute. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Holly.
I don't think his wife would think it was cute. That's for sure. You know it too.
Okay, I don't know what.
He probably was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And she's going to be like, "I did tell you," and grit her teeth. Or maybe he just thought you were cute and wanted to flirt.
Yeah, like an 85-year-old.
You never know.
Oh, goodness.
Some men think they got it till the day they die. You
That's
never
true.
know. Right,
Hello,
Ralph?
hello. Hi, Lydia.
Hey, Ray.
Hey, Ray. Yes.
Hey, Lydia and Holly. I was just showing them my books that we did. So I have two, one at 110 pound, and it's fine, and one at 65 pound, and it's fine. So I think a lot of it has to do with, um, you know, hey, Cheryl, how are you? Um, I think a lot of it has to do with learning how much to roll that paper over, that you've rolled it onto the right side, um, things like that. I think it's a learned thing because when I first started teaching myself, and have you know, I didn't know anything about it. I did not know how to do it at all. I am self-taught in every single thing I have ever done. Photography, accounting and taxes for people, you name it. I I have always just self-taught myself because I don't like school. And by the way, Ray, Wyatt is 10 and in the fifth grade. And it's a long story, but
Were
yeah.
you able to help Christy out?
I haven't seen anything. Wait, Christy. Christy as in the group, Christy?
I believe so.
Um she well, I left her a message. I left a message on there and we're too much alike. Yeah. Um so I told her, I mean, she could reach out to me. I don't She said that she couldn't I asked her a question and then someone said, I think you need to, because she couldn't, the messages inside the group. Um, so I'll go back and message her and see. I'm not sure what she was trying to say because she said she couldn't read comments and leave comments, but she was leaving a comment. So I was very confused. So I noticed that someone told her that she needed to um uh what do you call it?
Private
Come
message.
as her page.
Or
Your
as
dad
ourselves.
flirted. No, she was in there as herself. She needed to come as she's in there as her page. She needed to come as her page, I think is the way it said. Um, but anyway, I'll just add, I tried to add her. That was what I did. I tried to add her. No, she couldn't have been as herself because I couldn't, I don't know. I'm gonna reach out to her again though and see um if why it what in there that she can't, do. My father-in-law was a disgusting flirt. Oh gosh,
Oh
after his
no.
wife died. Oh no. Think he was harmless, but I didn't like it. I don't blame you. Let me tell you something, Ray. Let me tell you something. So my brother and sister, all my family live in Arkansas, all of them. And my they had not seen Jessica until since she was 18 years old, and now she is, a grown woman, a psychologist, therapies children with trauma crimes, has a husband and a son, and takes care of me. All of that. And so when they my brother was having a conversation with her at dinner, my sister-in-law teared up and she's just, I just can't believe that's the little, I mean, they helped me raise her, I was a single mother. And I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. And so to them, it was just, like, wow, how it happened. Well, Charlotte, my sister-in-law, was telling a story about something, and Jessica just died laughing because at night, get this, Ray, during the day, she's a therapist to children in trauma crimes in this county. Hey, Shay. But at night, she has her own private practice, and she has a lot of clients that are in their 80s and 90s that, like maybe somebody died or their wife died or whatever, but they need therapy, right? And so when my sister-in-law told this story, Jessica laughed because, she got clients that age. Well, my sister-in-law was like, um, it was really funny. She was like, oh, when I asked her a question about her dad because her mom died not too long ago. I mean, it's probably been 2 years, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. And so 2 or 3, I can't remember now. But anyway, I said, well, how is your dad? Because I noticed that he was visiting them in Arizona. Now he is 89 years old. Okay, 89 years old, and he has a big, huge motorhome, and he drove that motorhome. Where's Othello, Carrie?
Uh, Eastern Washington.
Okay, so up near Canada or down.
No, it's like in the middle of the state.
Okay, so he lives in Othello, Washington. He drove that. He drove that motorhome by himself all the way to Arizona to see them, and his son, I guess, had, I don't know if his son goes down there some too or what, but anyway, so I said, well, yeah, did someone ride with your dad? Oh no, He's like, you want to know the truth about him? He thinks like he is the hottest thing. He thinks he is that's just it. He's got girlfriends all over this country, and he drives that motorhome everywhere. And I'm like, at 89? And she's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's like, I'll tell you what made me the maddest. I was like, oh no. What? And she said it was like 3 days after her mom died, and he's like, how long before I have to take this ring off? I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Of course she was mad and upset, Of course she had the right to be. But because that's the only person he'd ever been with and been married to was, their mother. But it was just funny because Jessica chuckled because she has that age of parents and I mean that age of clients, and most of them are men. So talking about your father-in-law, yep, it's true. It is so true. They do believe that. They believe that, you know. Yep, flirt, whatever. And I know my dad would have too, because he flirted at he died at 54, but the last time we were there was about 6 months before that. We were at a restaurant, and he was flirting with the waitress in front of Jessica when she was 8 years old. And Jessica was like, why does he do that, Mom? And she was 8. Well, now she knows. I don't have to, I did explain a little bit, but I didn't, I don't go into much detail because she figured it out real quick. So, yep, it's just part of it. They just, some men think they can do that and some don't. My dad was not that kind of flirt. Yeah. Yeah, I just couldn't believe when she said he had all these girlfriends. I was just like, oh my goodness. Oh my, oh my, oh my. But it was a cute little story, because it was cute. Hey, you know what? This is what I say. He doesn't need to sit home and out and carry on. Go on with his life. If I'm 89 and I could go do all that, I'd be doing it. Right, Carrie? We'd be out doing it. Not not flirting, but if we could get out and go somewhere and do things and drive a motorhome at 90, you can bet your bottom dollar I would be doing it. I'm not gonna stop. Nope, I'm gonna live till the day I die. Yep, yep, yep. So I was like, well, hey, at least he, at least he's living his life, living his best life, as they say, right?
Mhm.
I thought it was awesome, but she was just the way she told the story was just hilarious. And I was driving, and my brother was in the front seat, and I was trying to not, like laugh too hard. And what I was thinking was the whole time, I was thinking to myself, now, my brother has never, ever been that way, flirt guy. Not that I ever seen or remember. But I was thinking to myself while she was telling me the story, I'm thinking, oh boy, Charlotte, I sure hope you live longer than Rick, unfortunately. Because I would just die if that's what he did when after it was he was by himself. I'd be like, oh my gosh, Rick, please. So I guess I understand both sides.
Yeah.
If it's your dad or your brother or your whatever, I'd take all my friends from here, not chase. Yep, yep, you're right. Yep. But I just thought it was really cool that he at least he's got the guts to like drive that motorhome and go places, you know?
Thanks,
You know?
Stacy. Hi, Penny.
Hey Penny. Yeah. I just think that's great at that age. But then again, you also want to make sure they're in good health and all those things. But yeah. Yep, yep, yep.
Just so weird how yours looks. It's got to be yours is so much darker than mine in this lighting.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yep. I see it for sure. Come on, get off there. Just want to put a little bit of, there's so much black on this and dark, dark stuff. I just figure it's easier. I don't like the yellow that I have. And as Carrie would say, I'm a perfectionist and I don't know. I don't like that yellow. I just don't.
My husband wouldn't even take a supervisory position. He had enough trouble with her.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
That is funny.
So, Ray, did you remember what you wanted to talk to me about? Because I was just going to send you a message before I got the call about Anna's husband. I was sending you a message actually. So, um, did you remember? You don't have to mention it on here, but I remembered what it was. So I'll send you another message unless you sent me one. I think I saw that you sent me one again. And just send me the amount and where to send the money for the kit. Just send it to me. I don't care what it is. Just, yeah, send me the.
I can guarantee everybody that these prints are the exact same.
Yep, they are.
They are exactly the
And
same.
they,
It's just
and
my
guess
light
what?
is different than Risa's light.
And guess what? They were printed on the exact same printer too.
Mm-hmm.
No, I
Yep.
mean not the same printer, but exact same kind.
This exact same kind of printer.
Yep.
Yep. It's just my light. I don't know why my light makes it look so.
Vicky, I was showing them we're making on Sundays, we do this every Sunday, but I was just telling them I did two books. This one is 110 pound and um it's not I didn't have any cracking. And then this one was 65 pound, and of course I didn't have any cracking. But you do have to take for the um the bulkiness. Of course, you can't see the bulkiness that we cut off because it's under there where, but you do have to, but I also think that a lot of the time, because I threw a lot of these in the trash, a lot of the time it's just learning how to fold and fold the paper, not going so deep when you score, and then also, how much to fold it or how tight to fold it. I think it's just you know, it's just something you learn as you go. If you're going to use 110 pound, obviously 65 pound is much easier. But I also learned, and I don't remember who I learned it from, but it was a long time ago. And about that, if you are going to like give that book away, sell that book, whatever it is, that you should use the thicker cardstock because um, it allows for the book to hold up longer, you know, with the chipboard. And that's what I always did. Sometimes I would use just regular scrapbook paper, but a lot of times I would use the thicker chipboard, I mean, the thicker um, pound paper. And then I would put, like um, pieces of my paper over it, putting my pieces of, what do you call it? Pieces of scrapbook paper or whatever I was going to decorate it with. So, yeah. So I think it's just, there's just this happened, it could happen to anybody. But she went ahead and did it with 65 pound and it looked great. So it's not necessarily the user, could have just been the way it was.
Thanks,
But
Barb.
I would hate to teach you guys, to use thin paper and then that caused an issue. So now everyone knows how and can just decide on their own, like what size they want to use. But yeah,
She PM'd you about cracking paper?
she said she PM'd me about
Yeah.
cracking paper. Mhm. A lot of it could be many things. It could be that you scored too deep. It could be that you pulled it really tight, like really, really tight. Um, what was the other thing I said it could have been? I forgot now. I forget. Um, but it could have been several things. Oh, the way that you lay your board. That was one of the things that I did learn in the beginning is there's a front and a back to the board. And so the front of the board is the part you want to lay down because that's the part that has the curve that helps the paper come over it better. So, and that can cause cracking too. So, yeah, definitely can. Lots of things could cause it.
Yes, absolutely you can.
But can you print off cardstock paper? And yes, 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 yes. Do you remember, Ray, the other day you asked me, where should I PM you? Because I want to talk to you about, I think, an event it was or something. That's what I think you were wanting to talk to me about. I don't know if that jogged your memory or not, but that turned out really good with that color. Using that. We originally were gonna do like some honey on here. I mean, still could, but we originally, we're gonna like put a little bit of whatever. Do I have that? Hold on, let me look and see. Mm, I thought I had. Ooh, is that it? Whoa. I don't think that's it, but I dropped it. No, that's not it. Um, it's more like this color. Yeah, this is like a wild honey paint. It is Tim Holtz distressed paint. And so I'm just gonna put a little bit. We were gonna put like some honey drips. Just some drips like that.
No,
And
our pants are not in the same color. No.
what?
Vicky wanted
What'd
to
you
know if
ask?
our background colors were the same.
Oh
No.
yeah, no. Um, so if you wanted to like paint something like this, um, my suggestion is to like get the majority of it painted with, a good sized paintbrush, as much of it as you can, and then go back in with a detailed brush. And I also have,
Yes, I did just answer that. Yes, it's the same print, same printer,
yeah,
used the
same
same
everything.
brand of printer used, the same print. It's my light. Our lights are different in our craft spaces.
Yeah.
So my light is like a daylight type of color.
So
So
is mine. Mine is too, but I have two of them.
yeah, and I only have
So,
one. So
and so that's what the difference is. What did I do with that? Oh my goodness. Every time I don't know where it's at. Every time I get it out here, something I want to put on there that's B related.
yeah, she probably
And
doesn't have that glue kind of glue.
what?
They make glue that's honey colored for dripping.
Yeah, yeah, I don't have it. But I'm gonna find that thing I want, put on here. It's the last thing I'll do. Oh, there they are. Okay. So I bought these little honey dippers a long time ago. There was a ton of them in it. And so I'm just gonna kind of drip drip my okay. And then I'm going to get a smaller with that one. Let's see. And then kind of take a little bit off since it's so thick. We'll just kind of make it like it's dripping. And then let me dry it. That would be really cool to have a honey colored hot glue. That would be amazing. I do have colored hot glue sticks. Wouldn't that be funny if I did have it and didn't know it? Okay, so I'm gonna let this kind of sit like that. Then I'm gonna fill this in real quick and dry it because you do have to fill it in twice to get so you don't see your pencil marks if you wrote with pencil. I'm I can paint. And I love to paint, but I am more of a drawing type artist. It was funny. I was telling Tanya the other day. I said when Wyatt was a baby, I would draw all of the Disney characters like Donald Duck, Daisy, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Pluto, and um, Goofy. And she's like, "Oh wow!" And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I just drew their heads and stuff, and their chest or whatever." And I did it because Wyatt was a baby, and all that and stuff like that. And so then I was telling her, I said, to be honest, until I started Bible journaling, which was after he was born in 2014, and I discovered in 2015 about Bible journaling. Um, I was like, this is interesting. I actually know how to draw, and I didn't realize it. And then she was like, well, we were like, yeah, but see, when I draw on the computer, I use a mouse. I don't use a pencil because there was no doing it with a pencil when I learned in the 90s. There just was not. And so I didn't learn that way. I learned with a mouse. And now I can't do it any other way because that's just all I know. And I do have brushes, different brushes that are kind of like um kind of like stamps or whatever, like acrylic stamps, but they're brushes on the for for Photoshop only. And they're really cool because if it's something that I'm struggling with, I'll go check to see if I have a brush. And like when I did 14 pages of ephemera for the book workshop, some of it was brushes because that's what I had. What was that?
Car
Was it a car at your place?
out on the highway.
Mhm.
Out on the highway.
Yeah, at your location?
Yeah,
Oh, I was like, I didn't think it was here. That's why I was asking.
I have my window open because it's warm.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Well, it sounded like it was here. So that's why I was like, what was that? I looked over at the window. I was like,
Nope,
whoa.
just outside on the highway.
I was like, who is doing that on our street? So if you want this honey color, it is by Tim Holtz. It's distressed paint and it's called Wild Honey. Just spilt it all over everywhere out of the lid.
I got 3 Tim Holtz stamp pads, brand spanking new, for two
Uh-huh.
bucks a piece.
That's awesome.
I know.
That was back like you remember when Tuesday morning was around. Remember
Uh-huh.
when I went to that one Tuesday morning and I got all of his um distressed stamps and um what do you call them? Stencils for like 3.99 a piece or something like 2.99 a piece.
Yep.
And they're like 15 bucks at Michael's and stuff. I was like, I think some of them were 2.99, some were 3.99, and some could have been 4.99. I don't remember, but they were extremely cheap. And I was like, that's what I said back then. I was like, that was a steal. Like, I was like, oh, that's great. Is Wendy, wait, did I see Wendy in here?
She was earlier.
Wendy, Wendy, are you still here? I want to make sure she got her thing. Okay, I'm going to check to see if there is, hold on. What did I do with that packet of hot glue? Of course, I don't know what I did with it. I moved everything around. So I would not know. But I just had a whole packet of different colors of hot glue. Who makes it, Ray? That glue that looks like honey. The doors were locked. Yeah, ours is done too. Five Below. Yeah, yeah, ours. I went into ours the other day, like a week ago, and someone told me that they were in there the week before and there was a whole bunch of fabric left. So I went in to look at fabric and was going to pick up some of that leather stuff that we used in class. And there was nothing but not even a whole row left. Everything was done. Everything was done. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I don't know if ours is closed completely or not yet. I'm not positive. No, Five Below doesn't really have anything for making bookmaking.
No, they don't have much in crafting at all, really.
But like I said, excuse me, choking on my own slobber. um, I if you have Dazio, I'm not really sure how you pronounce it. That's the Japanese dollar stores. If you have them in your
Yeah.
town, they have like they have a lot of things you could use for journals. They have like little teeny envelopes and stickers, and they have
They have
washi tape.
they have cool clear envelopes too. They have a lot of cool
Mm,
envelopes
clear envelopes. They have a lot of fun stuff that you can
used in crafting
yeah. So I
a
highly
lot.
recommend if you have one to go check it out if you've never checked it out. They're really fun stores to go into.
Yeah. And Jessica loves to go there so she can get the the kind of noodles she likes.
Oh yeah.
So it's crazy.
They have a lot of
All
storage
right.
too. If you need storage,
Yeah, they have lots of storage stuff. Yeah. Yeah, you should go.
yeah, go.
It's really, really cool. And it definitely is a great place to go for envelopes,
Hmm.
all kinds of envelopes. You can get clear ones and different ones. It's just all kinds of stuff. And they have all kinds of cool bags there too.
Hmm.
But they have some really cool, like, plastic bags that ziplock in the shapes of things like pots of honey and different stuff like that. And those would be really cute depending on, oh, thank you, Donna, depending on, um, depending on if there's stuff there for, it's called Daisio or Dazio.
Hmm.
It's Daisio, I think is how it's spelled. Japanese store. It's a Japanese store. But if you went in there and found some bags that could go in your junk journalings, that would be really cool. That would be really cool. You did a lot of shopping on Temu. Yeah.
Can't do that
Um,
anymore. The tariffs are so much on Temu now. Oh my gosh.
are they? I haven't even noticed.
Yes,
Um,
a lot.
how close are you to Denver, Sybil? My nose is just running.
Thank you, you guys.
They probably have. Thank you. They probably have. I wouldn't doubt it if they have a Facebook. I'll look. I'll look, right. And if I find it, I'll send it to you. I mean,
It
Ray and
might
I are
just
in.
be West Coast. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. But Ray and I have been having long chats, and so I'm the one that's in return right now. It's my turn. So I'll see if I can find it. You're 6 hours from Denver? How close are you, Sybil? 60 miles. Oh, you're only 60 miles. Oh, if you go to Cheyenne, then you'll be 60 miles from Denver. That's not too bad. That's like really close. I was in Denver once. Yep, when I was 15. So, yep, sure was. It was cold. That Florida girl didn't make it very long in Denver. Let's just put it that way. It was too cold, and it's the first time I'd ever seen like real snow, like lots of snow. And I was like, holy camole. Didn't know it snowed that much in one place at one time. So, but yeah, they turned out cute. It says well with my soul, by the way, if you guys can't see what it says. It says well with my soul, and it's the music sheet. So I will put this in the I will put this in the
Nesting box.
nesting box. Uh then I will um send you your print, Sybil, for tomorrow. I actually have two I was gonna let you look at. So all right, ladies, it was really, and gentlemen, but he's probably not on here anymore. Um, can I upload that to the nesting box? Upload what to the nesting box? Tell me again what you want to upload to the nesting box.
I think she meant, are you going to put this printable in there? I think is what she meant.
This, can I upload that to the nesting box? Oh, thank you, Ray. You know, we do it strictly to help people with clean water. And this, 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 we did it last year for the first time. Oh, okay. And we did it last year for the first time, and this year we did it again. And we let crafters. We experimented. Last year, Carrie and I did it, and then this year told Elizabeth with Waterwell Trust, where we pay the loans off for clean drinking water wells and people's properties. I said, I got it, you, Lisa Mary. Don't worry. I said, um, you know, I want to know if other people besides me and Carrie can tell people. And she said, well, yeah, let's try it. So there were 4 to 5 of us on a phone call at any given time. Sybil is one. Kat is another one that's in the book workshop. uh Ralph did it. um Carrie did it. um who else? I'm forgetting. Tanya with Timeless Treasures by Tanya. Julie with Crafts by Julie. And Glenna with Crafting Decor with Glenna. And so they're all in the nesting box. So they all got on the phone and told these people that we paid their loans off. And let me tell you what, it is the most rewarding thing ever to tell people that you paid that loan off, and that we hope that, they can now, live a little better without having to make that payment. And 2 people said they wanted to join the nesting box. Um, which is great. And the other thing is that we were so excited. We wound up paying a total for the 2 years, 16 loans off. So 16 people have clean, fresh water and the loans paid in full because of everyone in the nesting box. So we appreciate that very, very much. Terry and I donate our time. We don't get paid for anything. No one gets paid for anything. It is strictly a blessing from God. And, like Lisa Mary said, it's just one meal at a fast food restaurant. You don't have to do a month, just one, or 2 coffees from Starbucks. Um, so if anybody is interested, that is what this is. The whole mission is really about clean water. And but I am a graphic artist of 26 years. I do make these myself, and I um take what I do um is that I allow people to go into my library and I give them copyrights to be able to use my prints for whenever they want. And I've made Ray one actually for her kit for Sacred Treasure House, and it was beautiful. And she just told me the colors she wanted, and I just went with it, and she loved it. So that was awesome. But yeah, so if anybody's interested, just reach out to me or to Carrie or to the Crafting Coop. Um, or on the top of the Crafting Coop page, there is a link that talks about it. You can just click that link and go and sign up. It is $10 a month. And thank you so much. We appreciate you all. Yes, thank you, Amy, so, so much. And we will talk to you guys later. I'm live tomorrow at 1 Pacific, 3 Central, and 4 Eastern. And we're all live for na 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 na, right? Cinco de
Mhm.
Mayo. So we'll catch you guys later and have a good evening. And Ray, I will send you a message in just a little while. Bye, all.
Okay.